Here we are. So I've received a very vicious letter from Wirral Food Bank, which doesn't surprise me really. There it is. It tells you the address and everything. And there, if you can read it, I can't be bothered. Anyway, I'll read you the letter. Dear Lisa, we are currently reviewing the number of food and fuel vouchers applied for clients who have had more than the allocated 3 per applicant in a 3-month period. So that means you're only allowed 3 food vouchers for a food bank in 3 months, okay? Now, the food bank things are meant to last 3 days, so how does that work out when people don't have any money and they're starving? Now, in Liverpool Council, where I went yesterday, because Donna lives there, in the Walton one, they're wonderful there. It's called Life Room, so different, Liverpool, much more caring. It's once a week. We all need to be aware of this, people on the world who are suffering. Liverpool Council give people food bank vouchers 1 a week. You turn up at the same church or the same community hall and with your name and proof of who you are, and once a week you get a food package, which is much better than Wirral. You've seen, if you go below, scroll below, and you'll see what I got in the food bank. It was appalling. And that's the one, oh, it's terrible. The one in this letter with this woman from CAB. Anyway, we'll go on because I'm dilly-dallying. Right. Looking at our records, we can see that you have currently had your full allocation of vouchers, having been given 5 vouchers in 6 months. 5 of the shit I've had, you've seen it. We can also see that you were told on the 14th of the 12th, 22, that's the 14th of December, that you were told you cannot have any further vouchers. Isn't that disgusting, isn't it? Right, okay. I can have no further vouchers, so I have to starve. Despite that, you've gone to an agency outside Wirral to request another one. I haven't gone to request. They were so sorry for me that they wanted to issue me with one. They were appalled at the way I've been treated by Wirral. That's all. That's Liverpool. As we have limited resources, which they're saying, I can correct you on that afterwards, that need to be shared around a large number of Wirral applicants, I am writing to let you know that you will be unable to receive any further food or fuel vouchers. I've not had one fuel voucher ever, so they're lying on that because I've not had any, because I have not had any fuel bills, so I've not had any fuel vouchers, so I can't get any at present. We have also contacted all of our referral agencies and distribution centres to make them aware of this. So that means if I go anywhere now on the Wirral, probably anywhere, and even Liverpool, I don't know. Anyway, Liverpool won't treat me like that, but I'm not in the allocated area, so they can't do a lot, and that's the trouble. So if I go anywhere in Wirral, they're going to refuse me food. That's what they're saying. This is how hateful the food bank is to me. They are hateful people. I understand that you have spoken to Nikki Connor. Now, this was this dreadful woman. I didn't know her name. Yes, our CAB worker, yeah, with them, because it's the food bank at SVP. It's in there where they gave me that shit food, and she was dreadful. And I gave me a CAB, how did you do? And I said it was appalling. Regarding additional support from her, bloody hell, that's a joke. I'll have to repeat that, I'm sorry. That makes my blood boil. I understand that you have spoken to Nikki Connor, our CAB worker, regarding additional support. So hopefully now you will be receiving all the help you need. Oh, yes. Left to starve to death. That's all the help I need. There are numerous community supermarkets on Wirral where you can also buy food very cheaply. And I'm enclosing one for you. They've enclosed anything, because where is it? And you can't go, because a woman took me to one in Birkenhead, number 7, and he said, you can't have anything because you've got no money. So that's another lie. Yours sincerely, Liz Appleby. Goose step, Liz Appleby. Salute. Hitala. Liz Appleby, Operations Manager and Volunteer Coordinator. She's full of hate, isn't she, this woman? Anyway, this is what I got from them. Okay? So I met a woman, which is strange, yesterday at a bus stop in Liverpool, and it says Wirral Council round her neck. And I said, she was so nice and chatting to me. She gave me a tenner, actually, by the way, because I was starving, I hadn't eaten. So that's how kind she was. And I told her this, I showed her it, and she said, it's appalling, it's like a hate thing against you, because of what they said, that they've contacted the agencies telling them not to help me, okay? So if I turn up, Lisa Ainsko comes in there, she's not getting anything. You've got to hate her. You've got to make her starve. We don't like her. We want her to die. And I said, it's like a vendetta trying to kill me because they know I'm suicidal. And she said she wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, they won't know who this woman is. but she just works for the council in another department. She's a lovely person. And she said to me, I said, well, who is meant to help me? And she said, it's the social worker. And I said, well, she said she's not meant to do anything with food. And then she said that they are, and that they shouldn't be leaving me starved like this. So I don't know. I meant to see her when she comes back off her holiday. So I don't know. But I mean, I'll have to ask her again. But the thing is, in Liverpool, they tried to apply yesterday for some emergency grant or something, but it has to go. They were going to put me through and get it all. And the problem was I wasn't living in Liverpool, so it goes through then to your address. Birkenhead, they won't give me one. Wirral won't give me anyone. And she also told me that Wirral Council has a lot of money. That's the woman working for them, compared to Liverpool, because she deals with things. And she said that Liverpool are more the ones strapped for cash, but they actually care. They're doing the job right in Liverpool, and they're caring for people. I know they've done a lot more for Donna. She hates the food bank, but she has offered it like once a week or something, and she's been now and then and just picked up a few tins and whatever. But also they passed her for that token, the Tesco voucher I applied for, and said they applied for me to have it, and yet they said they had a lack of funds, like they keep saying on here. Well, why in the first place did they let me apply if they didn't have the funds for me doing it? That didn't make any sense, any logical sense whatsoever. So that's how cruel they are here in Wirral. So we've got Wirral Food Bank. Here it is on here. You can see it. And then you can see the letter. It's horrific. And a woman, she told me, actually, this should be on the front cover of the Echo, because she said, it's terrible the way they're treating people. Anyway, I feel it's a personal vendetta against me, a hatred thing, because that woman, that Nikki Connor in there, is terrible. It's horrible in there. You go to the SPP, it's in Birkenhead, and they are horrific in there. Some of the women are very pleasant. It's not their fault. They only just work there. But there was a horrible man and this woman, and they're the ones that gave me the out-of-date tins. Remember, I've shown it all. You've got it on the video. You've got the proof. It's there in the pudding. So, I mean, it's disgusting. And then this is what you're getting. So it's all here in black and white. I'm not making it up that I'm not getting any help, because you can see I've been refused help. So they're leaving me because I have zero money in my bank account. Well, worse than that, it's minus 500 with about 17p in the overdraft or some pence that won't be any good because you can't get it out because you've got to get a tenner. You know what I mean? So the thing is, so this is what is the truth, and this is what's happened to me. This is what they've done to me. They've left me to starve to death, and this is Wirral Food Bank. And apparently she said social services are responsible. And she said she wasn't, and it was nothing to do with her. And then she also said, they're saying they're strapped for cash, they're not. She said, Wirral have a lot of money, apparently, because she works for them. And it's more Liverpool that are struggling. And they're actually helping the people, because Liverpool Council are a lot nicer and a lot kinder. Well, she was appalled yesterday when I went to Life Rooms. She heard my stomach rumble, and she brought tears to her eyes, that lovely lady. And she made me a sandwich. She went out and she said, I can't have this. So she went off and she said, what would you like? I said, it doesn't matter, just cheese, but I don't like butter. I'm white or brown. So she made me a cheese sandwich, and she got me a few packets of crisps and a drink and some sort of cake or something, biscuit thing it was in a packet. And she was really nice, and I ate that so fast. And she was, she was just disgusted by it all. And I'm on the Ensure because that's all they've got given me, because they're bastards. I mean, the doctors aren't. They've given me Ensure because they're trying to save my life. But these are trying to kill me. That's how I feel. And I said, I showed it out to different people. Loads of people have seen this letter. And they said it's more or less a hate campaign, somebody said. And the thing is, it's quite serious, this letter, and do not lose it. And I said, no, well, they photocopied it in the doctor's surgery because they were so appalled by it. There. The lady at the reception said it was awful. There. And she did. And that's why I'm saying it on here. I was told not to put things on here. The social worker told me not to come on the internet and say stuff. But I've been told by loads of people. I've had so many. I've been inundated with emails from people telling me what I'm doing is good. Nobody can help me because all the people that have come on here are in dire straits too. And that's great. I know it can help me, that's fine. But it's just that they're on here telling me the situation, and they're glad that someone's standing up and saying the truth on here, because they don't have the confidence, they've said. I don't have a lot of confidence, but I am trying my best to bring out the truth to reality. And this is the truth, because this is the letter that's come to me. It's not a made-up letter, it's a real letter. And you can see how cruel and appalling it is. Goose step Liz Appleby, that's all I can say. It's terrible, isn't it? Salute. You know what I mean? It's terrible. Because it does remind me of Belsen and Hitler and all that. It's the same type of thing where they used to let the Jews starve, the poor things who'd done nothing wrong. And then you've got the Nazis party, and they're just letting people starve to death. And they're watching them slowly decay, and they're starving with their stomachs rumbling and feeling rotten. Well, that was me yesterday, feeling rotten until she came to my aid. And luckily, there's lovely members of the public who won't let me die. There's a lot of people who don't care, don't get me wrong. But there's I'd say 10 to 20% of the population do care. And they're the ones that keep people like me and all the other rough sleepers alive. All the people that are lining the streets everywhere throughout our country. We have people who are able to help. And I know lots of people aren't able to help, who are in my position where I can't give money because I haven't got money to give, but I care. Do you understand me? And there's those people who are decent too, who want to help but don't have the money. But people who do have the money, who are decent, who can spare 10 quid, 20 quid to people, do it and give to people. Because the people that are on the streets are genuine. They're desperate. They may be on drugs and alcohol, these people. I don't know why they do that. I'm not. But they are. Probably they're driven insane by lack of caring from the government. But all I know is that this is the truth. This is letters come to me, and it's quite a vindictive letter. Everyone said that. They've made photocopies. They want me to put it in the paper. I want to go to the paper. I'm waiting now for a man to ring me back from the papers. So I don't know. I'm glad I bumped into that woman. She was amazing. And she said she was down to it. She gave me a tenner out of her own pocket. I said, are you sure? And she said, you have that. You're not going to starve, my love. Not today anyway. She said, not on my watch. And then she said, they're disgusting. And she said, social services are responsible. But she told me she wasn't responsible for feeding me. So what do you do? And I mean, the thing is, when you get this, they say, go to the food bank. They'll help you. They'll help you. You can see I've been refused. And it's once a week in Liverpool. That's fine. So people do not starve, even if the food is shit. They can go there once a week and pick out bits. I can't go anywhere because Wirral have declined me getting any help from anywhere if you read it. And so what do you do about that then? It's a very vindictive, very cruel letter that Wirral Council have produced from Wirral Food Bank. And I don't understand it. But luckily there are some good people working in Wirral Council, like this lovely lady. And I don't understand it. There's good and bad everywhere. So the good in places do something to help and stop all this in this cruelty and bullying and vindictiveness and hate. This is pure hate. This is a letter of pure hate as far as I'm concerned. That's what a lot of people said. I felt like it's not just a letter, you've had your whack, you can't have any more. It's a cruel letter. It's saying we're going to go out of our way and make sure and waste all our time ringing around to tell people not to help you. Like, let's get people to hate you. Then you'll kill yourself, and it's one less for us to deal with. Because they know I'm already on the edge now. So they want to push me over. You know what I mean? And this is pretty sick. This is pretty cruel. This is really warped. Anyway, I'm glad you've seen this now. And you know the predicament that I'm in and what I'm up against. And if you can help me and you do have any money, please feel more than free to donate. And it's pinkbabybutton6@gmail.com. Pink the colour, baby, button like on a coat or dress, the number 6@gmail.com. And it'll go through via my PayPal. And anything would be appreciated, a quid, anything, because I'm desperate. But if you can't pay, don't worry. Nobody has so far, because I don't think anyone believed how bad my situation is. But I'm telling you the truth, it is bad, and I am starving to death. Anyway, thank you for listening to this. And if you're in this predicament, please contact me. We need to stick together. Thank you. Especially if you're on the Wirral and you've had it done to you. Thank you.